Hello. Any lag is there?
No, sir. Just your voice is
Yes,
breaking
any
little.
screen lag is little bit voice breaking. Yeah, it will work. No worry. Work. Yes. But still, if anyone unable to hear me, just rejoin here. If anyone unable to, anyone unable to hear me, yes, rejoin the session. Rejoin. Just rejoin the session. Rejoin the session. Yes, if anyone unable to hear me, just rejoin the session. Rejoin. Yes, if anyone unable to hear me, rejoin the session. Just rejoin. Simple solution. Rejoin. Okay, yeah. Let's start. Yes. See here, JDK. Yes, this guy has to rejoin. Rajesh has to rejoin. Rajesh. Rajesh has to rejoin. This guy in offline, he has to rejoin. Rajesh has to rejoin. Okay, fine. Now let us start session. See JDK 1.0. JDK 1.0. Yes, released with main features as below. See yesterday last class, day two about Java history discussed here since 1995 to today. Since 1995 to today, what was happened Java? Very clear discussed. Yes, today topic is Java features. About Java features. Today topic is about Java features. Java features. So JDK 1.0. Yes, JDK 1.0. So first version, yes, first version of Java. JDK 1.0. JDK 1.0 released with main features as below. First one, independent platform. Next, portability, web language, security, and scalability. Let us see one by one all of these features here. See, here to understand all of these features, some basic knowledge required here. Yes, to understand all of these features here, some software basics required. Some software basics. If you have that basics here, then easy to understand these features. Easy to understand that features here. Easy to understand. Okay. Yes. To understand all of these features, here, you must have knowledge like yes about OS knowledge. What is operating system? So what is OS? Just little bit idea. So here OS knowledge. What is OS? How OS is working? Okay. To understand all these features, here, to understand all of these features. Still voice breaking? Hello. Can you hear me now clearly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, now everyone is okay. Okay, fine. Fine. Yes, to understand all these features, there are some basics required, like OS. How OS is working. When you're running Java program, how OS behaving. Yes, OS behavior. OS behavior. Yes, next about interpreter. Yes, yes, interpreter. How interpreter is working. About interpreter. Yes, about interpreter. So about interpreter. Next compiler. About compiler. Next about exe file and dot class file. Yes. Yes, if you have this knowledge, if you have this basic knowledge here, yes, if you have these basics here, basic knowledge, then easy to understand these features. So before going to all of these features here, first of all, let us say about these basics. Let us say about all these basics. After finishing all these basics, yes, we'll go to the Java features. Yes, now I'm starting from very basics here. Starting from basics. Yes, starting from basics. Starting from basics. See, starting from very scratch. Starting from very scratch. Yes, non-IT background guys also can understand it. I'm starting yes from very scratch. Very scratch. Even non-IT background guys also understand this topic very clearly. Starting from very scratch here. non-IT background guys also can understand here. Okay, see, you guys may be wondering, very scratch, from very scratch. See here, from very scratch I'm starting here. Yes, computerware. See, computerware basically two categories. Computerware basically two categories. First one hardware, second one software. Hardware, next software. Hardware and software. Yes, computerware basically two categories. Computerware basically two categories. First one hardware, next is software. Hardware and software here. Yes, hardware. So what is hardware? Hardware, these are physical components of a computer. Hardware is a physical components. Hardware is a physical components of a computer we can touch. Yes, hardware like keyboard, motherboard, yes, keyboard, monitor, motherboard, hard disk, RAM memory, and all these hardware components. Hardware components we can touch. But this is not our part. Our part is software. Yes, our part is software. Yes, let us start software here. Software. Software. Yes, what is a software here? Software. See, in software, yes, everything is a program. Everything software, yes, everything, yes, everything is a program. Everything is a program. Everything is a program. Okay. Yes, everything is a program. Yes, it's a collection of programs. It's a collection. It's a collection. It's a collection of programs. It's a collection of programs. It's a collection of programs such as C, yes, C++, yes, Java, okay, like this. There are different programs. It's a collection of programs. Software is a collection of programs. Okay, software is a collection of programs. Next, software basically two categories. Software basically two categories. Software basically two categories. Two categories. Software basically two categories. Software basically two categories. First one, system software. First one, yes, system software. System software. System software. Next one, application software. Next is application software. System software. Next, application software. Software. See, software basically two categories. First one, system software. Next one, application software. Yes. What is system software? What is the system software? See, system software. What is the system software? System software. System software. What is system software? What is system software? System software. See, it interacts with hardware components. System software, it interacts with hardware components. Interacts with hardware components. It interacts with hardware components. It interacts with the hardware components. System software. See, system software. What is system software? System software, it interacts with hardware components. System software interacts with hardware components. System software interacts with hardware components. Example OS, operating system. Yes, operating systems, and device drivers. Under device drivers comes on this category here. Operating systems and device drivers. OS and device drivers. OS and device drivers comes under this category here. Okay. See, system software. What is system software? System software, it interacts with hardware components. Interacting with it. See, OS interacts with hardware. Even device drivers also interact with hardware. So this is system software. Okay, system software interacting with hardware components. Okay. So next, application software. What is application software? Yes, what is application software? See, application software. Yes, application software. Yes, application software. This is, yes, this is for the purpose of application development. For the purpose of application development. Application development. For the purpose of application development. Okay, application software. This is for the purpose of application development. Application software. Application software. This is for the purpose of application development. Applications, apps. See, apps. See, in our daily life, we are using many applications. Yes, in our daily life, Yes, in our daily life, we are using many applications. Can you tell me some applications examples? Yes, guys. Hello. Yes, in our daily life, using many applications. Tell me some examples. No, Eclipse is software, that is not application. Eclipse ID, that is not application. Yeah. WhatsApp, good. Hibernate, good. Next, any other examples? WhatsApp, Zoom, okay, Facebook, good. Yes, Jyotish Mehta, good. LinkedIn, good. Yes, applications. Yes, good. Good response. Please respond. Okay, Telegram, good. There are applications here. Okay, go to meeting, go to training. Yes, Amazon online services and all the applications. See, Facebook, its application. Facebook, its application. Yes, next. Yes, WhatsApp is an application. Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter. Twitter is an application here. Look at Twitter. Next, Flipkart. Flipkart. Flipkart is an application. Flipkart. Okay. Yes, Google Pay. Yes, Google Pay is an application here. Okay, Google Pay here. Next, websites. Company websites are applications here. There are all the applications here. All their applications. All these are applications here. All these are applications. Okay. Yes. All their applications. Okay. To develop this kind of applications here. Yes. To develop this kind of applications here, we need some softwares. Those are called as application softwares. To develop such kind of applications, we need some software. Those are called as application softwares. See, application software examples. Best example, Java. Java is a mostly used application software. Java is a mostly used application software. Okay. Next, Hadoop is also application software. C language application software. C++ application software. Next, Python application software. Python. Next, database. These are all the application softwares. All their application softwares. See, yes, almost all, yes, in software, around 100 technologies. Yes, around 100 technologies are there. Now, which is exactly application software? See, in software, there are some languages. There are some languages. Okay, there are some tools. Okay, there are some packages. There are different kind of things are there in software, right? Different technologies. So, which is exactly application software? Yes, this is where yes, big list is there. Yes, different type of thing here. Very big list is there. Hundred of technology. Yes, around 100 technologies are there here, right? So which is exactly application software? Which is exactly application software? See, there are some languages. In software, there are some languages. Language like C language, C++, Python, Java, HTML, shell scripting. There are many languages, scripting language, programming language, there are different languages. Next, tools. There are some tools like data warehousing tools. Okay, like Informatica, Ab initio like this. Next, yes, DA tools. There are different tools. Next, testing tools like QTP, Selenium like this. Next, reporting tools like QTP. Like there are, yes, yes, there are different kind of tools here. There are different kind of tools. Okay, there are different kind of tools here. But next, packages. There are different packages like yes, ERP package, Tally ERP, Oracle ERP. Okay, like there are different kind of tools like this. Okay, so all these are application software. So exactly which is application software? Exactly which is application software? Exactly which is application software? Okay, see exactly which is application software. See, software which is interacting with the hardware components. Software which is interacting with the hardware components, that is called a system software. Which is interacting with the hardware, that is system software. Okay, X which is not interacting is application software. See, software which is interacting with the hardware. Yes, interacting with the hardware, that is called a system software. See, only OS can interact with hardware. Of course, device drivers are part of OS. Device drivers are part of operating systems. Device drivers are part of OS. Okay, so only OS interacts with hardware. Others cannot here. So except OS, all are application softwares. See, many things we are using in software field. Many things we are using. Many things we are using here. So except ways, except operating systems, all are application softwares. All are application softwares. All are application softwares. All are application softwares except ways. Except ways. Okay. Yes. So except ways, except operating systems, all are application software. Simple answer. Which is application software? Which is application software? Okay. Yes, application software for the purpose of application development. Okay. So which is exactly application software? Except ways. Except ways. What are the softwares we are using? Except ways, all are application softwares. All are application softwares. There are many things like Java, Hadoop, AWS, DevOps, next Selenium tools. Like this, many kind of things are there here. All are application softwares. Everything is an application software here. Everything is an application software except ways. Except ways. 1 second. Yes, about running notes. It's not necessary to write running notes. See today topic. Java, your document. Here, this is your document. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Rajesh. Okay. Yeah, classes are like this, like very spoon feeding. My class are like very spoon feeding. So whenever programming comes, programming also I'll explain very slowly. Programming also I'll explain very slowly here. Yes, more than 300 programs will be discussing. More than 300 programs will be discussing by the time of finishing course here. Yes, every program explaining like this only here. Very clearly. Okay. See today topic. Introduction to software. Software is a collection of programs. Okay, such as C, C++, Java, something like software basically two categories. Software basically two categories. Okay, first one system software, next application software. System software, next application software. Okay, yes, system software. It interacts with the hardware components. It interacts with hardware components. Examples, device drivers and operating systems. Application software for the purpose of application developments. For the purpose of application development. Example, C, C++, Java, these all the application softwares. C except ways, except operating systems, all are application softwares. Yes, same thing explained. Okay, see here. See, till now whatever discussed in the notepad. Okay, in the notepad, same thing it's in document here. Yes, in document from the started software, from the software in document started. Same, nothing missing. So running notes is not necessary. You guys, you don't write any running notes. It's not necessary. Okay, just you understand the classes. That's it here. Next, follow document here. Even single line are not missing. Even single line are not missing. Everything is there in document here. Very clearly prepared. In document, everything very clearly prepared. Just you can follow the document here. Just to follow the document simply here. Yes, you don't write any notes. You don't write any notes. Notes is not necessary. Just to follow document here. Okay, fine. Yes. So the yes, system software applications of that is clear. That is clear. Okay. Yes. See system software. System software. Example ways. Let us say about ways. What is ways? Yes, what is ways? Let us say about ways. What is ways? Yes, what is ways? See, explanation purpose. Sometimes I'm using Word, sometimes using Notepad. All these topics mentioned in the document. Sometimes using Notepad, sometimes using Word. Okay, all of these things very clearly prepared. Okay, depends on the topic. Sometimes using Notepad, sometimes using Word. Okay, yes, everything prepared in documents. Yes, operating systems. Topic is about ways. Here's some question for you guys. Some question. Very simple question. Very simple question. Very simple question. Yes, can we run any program without OS? Can we run any program without OS? The question. Yes, anyone can answer this. Very simple question. Can we run? Yes. Can we run any program without OS? Very simple question. Can we run any program without OS? Very simple question. Yes. Can we run? Can we run any program without OS? Very simple question. Of course, I'll explain. I'll explain very clearly. Just I'm asking your idea. Okay. Yes. Can we run any program without OS? Yes. Almost everyone saying that no, 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 no. Good, good. Yes. Answer is no. Answer is no here. See, except. See, except bias. Except bias. Yes. To run all programs, OS required. To run all programs, OS required. OS required. OS required. Without OS, you can't do anything here. Except bias. See, except bias. Except bias. Except bias. Except bias. To run all programs, OS required. What is exactly bias? Bias is a yes, basic, basic, yes, basic input and output, basic input and output, basic input and output here. Okay, basic input output system here, basic input output system here. Okay, so bias stands for basic input and output system. Input and output system. Bias stands for this. Okay, so exactly what is bias here? What is exactly bias here? Bias is a chip level program. Bias is a chip level program. Chip level program. Okay. Yes, it's a hardware. It's a hardware program. It's a hardware program. It's a hardware program. Okay. Yes, bias. It's a chip level. Bias is a chip level program. It's a hardware program. Okay. It's a yes. It is a hardware program. Bias is a hardware program. It's a hardware. It's a hardware program. Yes. What's the purpose of bias program here? Yes. For the purpose of booting ways. Bias is responsible to boot your operating system. Bias program. That bias is responsible. Bias is responsible. Bias is responsible to boot operating system. To boot operating system. To boot operating system. Okay. See, before going to start OS here, this bias program starts first. Okay. Before going to start operating system. Before going to starting operation, first bias starts. See, when you power on your computer, when you power on computer, here, first power goes to bias program. When you power on your computer, yes, power goes to bias. That bias program activates. After activating, it loads. It loads ways from hard disk to RAM memory. Nothing but booting process. Okay. Yes, booting operating system here. What is booting here? See, booting is a process. Booting is a process of loading OS from hard disk from hard disk to RAM memory. Hard disk to RAM memory. Yes, booting is a process of loading OS from hard disk to RAM memory. So bias is responsible. So except bias for all OS required. Except bias to run all programs OS required. That's it. Okay. So for bias OS is not necessary. For bias is a hardware level. Before OS first bias starts. Bias is not running on top of OS. No. Before going to starting operation, first bias will start. Bias is the responsible to run the OS. So bias is responsible to boot operating system. So booting is a process of loading OS from hard disk to RAM memory. Fine. Okay. So once OS loaded from the hard disk RAM memory, your system is ready. See, now this is OS, right? OS system is ready. So once booting is done, OS is ready. Now this OS is responsible. This OS, now OS is ready here. This OS is responsible to take your request here. Okay, see here. Yes, in your computer, see in computer. See in computer. Here there is a hardware. So first of all, hardware. Yes, hardware. On top of hardware OS. On top of hardware, OS running here. Operating system. Operating system. On top of hardware, is operating system running here. Operating system. Okay. See here. So once OS setup is done, your system is ready. See, when you purchase laptop here, that laptop vendor will set up the OS. Once OS setup is done, your system is ready. So once you started your system here, BIOS starts, that activates OS. Now OS running here. Now this OS is responsible. So hardware, on top of hardware, OS is running. Suppose learning some C program, running some C program. So on top of OS only we have to run it. Suppose C software installation. Suppose C++ required. C++. Suppose Java program. Yes, for Java software you have to install. Suppose if you want Hadoop here, then Hadoop software. So database, yes, using database you have to install. Suppose Python. So learning Python you have to install it. So all their application softwares. See, all these are application softwares. All their application softwares. Okay, all these are application softwares. These application softwares running on top of OS. Okay, all these application softwares running on top of OS. That means, see, simply OS just it's giving platform. OS giving platform to run all the programs. OS just it's giving platform. It's giving platform to run all the application softwares. So it's like a platform. Now here OS is acting like a platform. So it's a platform. On top of it all are running. So OS is acting like a platform. On top of it all are running. So what is OS? Now here question is what is operating system? So what is operating system? So what is operating system? Question is what is operating system? Simple, very simple here. Yes, it's a platform. Yes, OS it's a platform. Yes, it's a platform. Yes, where we can run all the application softwares. Okay, it's a platform. What is OS means? Simple answer. Very simple answer. Very simple. What is OS? It's a platform. What is OS? It's a platform. Okay. What is OS means? It's a platform. Where we can run all the application softwares. Yes, it's acting like a platform. OS is acting like a platform. So OS it's a platform. On top of it all are running. Fine. See, OS not only platform here, Suppose, for example, a C program generating some output. First of all, C program output delivered to OS. C program or Java program or C++, something like this. These programs generating some output. So first of all, output goes to OS and then delivered to output device. Okay. So the data transferring through the OS. Data transferring from your programs to output device to the OS here. Okay. So first of all, output of all the programs simply goes to OS. First delivered to OS and then transport output device. Okay. So output of all the programs transport to output device through the OS. Suppose reading from the keyboard. Suppose reading data. Reading from the keyboard data. Keyboard input. Keyboard data goes to OS. First of all goes to OS. Input keyboard data. Keyboard to OS. Yes, OS to C program or Java program, something like this. So between application software and hardware, there is a OS. It's like a mediator, middle layer. It's like a mediator, means interface. Exactly, we can say it's interface. It's an interface. So what is OS? It's an interface. Next point. It is an interface. Yes, it is an interface. It's an interface between yes. What is OS? It's an interface between this application software layer. Is an interface between application software and hardware components. Hardware components. That's it here. It's interface. What is OS? OS is a platform. First point, it's a platform. On top of it, all are running here. Not only platform here, it's an interface. It's an interface. It's an interface. Yeah. No, middleware is different. Middleware is different. Middleware means, yes, in applications, we are using some middleware that is different. Middleware means that is between two computers. Some component working between two computers, that is middleware. Okay. Yes, between two computers, some component working, that is called as middleware. Middleware is different here. Okay. Yes, it's an interface. It's an interface. It's an interface between these two layers, application software and hardware layer. Okay. Next, one more important point here in Java perspective, some important points. See, in OS there is a library. Library. Yes, what is library? Yes, every OS there is a library. In every OS there is library. What is library here? Yes, library. Yes, libraries. There are some libraries in OS here. So what is library? Library is a collection of functions. Library is a collection of functions, C language functions. It's a collection of C language functions. See, operating systems like Windows OS, Linux OS, Unix OS, all these operating systems were developed in C language. All these operating systems were developed in C language. So these are C language functions, input output functions. Library, it contains all the input output functions here. Yes, library, it's a collection of IO functions to perform IO operations. Library is a collection of input output functions here. Input output functions. Okay. Yes. So every OS has its own library to communicate between application software and hardware components. See, OS always using library. OS using library to communicate between application software and hardware components. That library contains what input output functions. These functions taking data from the programs and delivering it to output devices. See, OS as a part of OS, this library means that input output functions. These input output functions taking data from the programs and delivering to output device. Suppose the input, yes, taking data from the keyboards and giving to programs. That's it here. Okay. So every OS, see every OS has its own every OS has its own, yes, its own libraries, every OS has its own libraries to communicate between application software and hardware components. So the library to communicate here. Every OS has its own libraries to communicate between, yes, application software and hardware components. Fine. Next, one more important point here. Yes, in Java perspective, one more important point here. See, C program or C++ or Java, Hadoop, all the programs. What happens here? First of all, these programs links with OS library. After linking with OS library, then communicates with hardware components. Linking, just link. Every program has to link with OS library. Maybe C program, C++, Java, Python, all the programs has to link with OS library to communicate with hardware components. See, that linking may be static linking or dynamic linking. Suppose C and C++ is a statically linking. Java and Python is a dynamically linking. Yes, we'll discuss what is static linking, what is dynamic linking. I'll explain clearly. Just wait. I'll explain. Okay. See here, every program. Yes, remember this point. Yes, next topic, independent platform. That time very useful this point here. Java is an independent platform. That time very useful this point here. Very useful point this is. Yes. See, every program has to link with OS library. Every program has to link with OS library before going to run before going to run. First linking. So once linked with libraries, then it communicates with hardware. Okay, see here, these application software programs. See, application software programs directly communicating with the hardware. Never happens. Never, because you cannot interact with hardware. Application software cannot interact with hardware. Okay, to interact with the hardware, there is a library. Inside the OS, there is a library. Inside the OS, there is a library. Now, what happens here? All these programs, first of all, linking with the library. After linking with library, using that library communicates with hardware components. That's it here. That is what is happening inside the OS. Okay, so every program has to link with OS library. So before going to run it, that's it. So that's a the topic is enough about OS here. Okay, this introduction is enough. Okay, much explanation is not necessary. What is happening inside the OS, this is enough. To understand Java features, this is enough about OS. So this is about OS. Okay, fine. Now, yes. See your documents. See this about OS explained here. See here. See device driver. Yes, some 2 points mentioned about device drivers. They are the programs to communicate with hardware. Like printer driver, network drivers, their drivers are to communicate with hardware components. Okay, fine. Yes, OS. That 4 points mentioned here. It's a platform. It's an interface. Okay, every program has to link with OS library before going to start execution. Same. All these explained clearly. See this. Hardware, OS, and application software. That's it. Okay. Yes. See, Java. Java is a application software. Java is a applications. Java comes under application software. So let us move to application software. Now our topic is application software. Java is a application software. Now let us move to application software. See, application software. Application software basically 2 categories: front end, next back end. Front end, back end. Front end, back end. Application software basically 2 categories: front end, back end here. So what is front end? What is back end? What is front end? What is back end? Let us see. Front end, back end. Suppose, for example, see this. Here, see, here we are filling some form, right? Just we are filling a form. First name, last name, email address, phone number, and all this, right? Just we are filling form. But after filling form here, we are submitting register. Once register, what happens here? So this form, this data goes to some location and storing at some location here. Okay, that location is called as backend. Backend is to store your data. Now this form collecting your data, right? This form collecting your data. This is called as front end. It's a front end. See, front end interact with users. We are the users. Of go to training application. Okay, this form collecting data from us. This is called as front end. So front end interact with users. It collect data from the end users, collecting data then storing to backend here. Storing into backend. So what is backend? Backend is location where storing all the information. Okay, so this form taking our data and storing at some location. That location is called backend. Okay, yes, at the backend data is all right. Now next to Durgasoft online team. Yes, that team, they will go to backend here. They will take the data. They will take all of your data and they will start the follow up. That's it here. So front end, back end is like this. So front end interact with end users, collecting data from users and storing the back end. Back end is to store and maintain data. So front end, back end. See, front end. See the front ends. Front end, these are to interact. Front end, these are to interact with the end users. We are the end user. It collects data from end users and stores in the back end. Okay. So what is backend here? Backend. These are easy to store and maintain data. Storing and maintaining data, databases and files. In databases, we can store data. Databases like Oracle database, MySQL database. There are different databases. In databases, you can store the files here, data here. Next, files like Unix files, Linux files, Hadoop files. See, suppose if it is big data, Hadoop files recommended. For big data, Hadoop files. Small data, Linux files, Windows files, something like this. So this is backend. So front end, backend. Java is a front end. Java is a front end. See, behind of this form, some Java program taking data. Behind of this program, it's a JSP page. It is developed in JSP. It is developed in JSP. It's a JSP page. Behind of this JSP page, this is Java program. JSP, Java server pages. Java program taking your data. That means it's a front end. Java is a front end. Java is a front end. Java is a front end. So let us move to front end. Our topic is now front end. In front end, again two categories like language and packages. There are languages and packages. So what is language? What is package here? So package is a ready-made one. Package is ready-made one. Package is ready-made one. Ready to use. Ready to use here. Like MS Office is a package. MS Office, it's a package. Tally ERP, it's a package. They're ready-made one. No coding, nothing required here. Okay. Next, languages. Yes, in language, we should write the coding. In language, we should write the coding here. Java comes under languages. So Java is a language. So let us move to languages. Next topic is languages. Okay. Java is a language. So let us move to languages. So languages. Okay, languages. Yes. See, just observe it. The way introducing to Java. Yes. Introduction into Java. Introducing into Java here. See, computer were basically two categories, hardware and software. Hardware and software. So Java comes in software. So started software. Started software here. Yes, in software. Yes, system software, application software. Java is a application software. So that's the reason I have moved to application software. Yes, move to application software. In this front end, back end is it. Java comes on the front end. So move to front end here. Move to front end. Yes, in front end language and package. Java is a languages. So now moving to languages. That's it. The way of introducing. Yes, like very spoon feeding this is. Very spoon feeding, very basics here. From the scratch started. I think you guys, some guys may be wondering. Yes, from very scratch this is. Yes, why very scratch started here? See, every point you should know that. In software, every point you must have that knowledge here. For knowledge purpose, I'm explaining from very scratch here. So these are some unknown facts. Guys who are having 10 years of experience, even they don't know about these fundamentals. Okay, you must have every knowledge. For that reason, I'm explaining very scratch. Okay, so once you facing interview, every question you have to answer. Every question you have to answer. That is my intention actually here. Every question you have to answer. That is my intention. Okay. Yes. Now languages. See, what is a language? What is a language? Language, it's a media of communication. Language, just it's a media of communication between two things. See, we are speaking many languages, right? Why are you speaking all the language? Like English, Hindi, maybe Telugu, Tamil, something like this. There are different languages we are speaking. Why? Communication purpose. Communication purpose. Okay. Just it's a media of communication. Language is a media of communication. Okay. Now come to this software languages. Software languages. Software languages. See, software languages. In software, see, computer understanding some language, computer understandable language, computer understanding some language, computer understandable. So computer understandable language, computer understandable language. Okay, next, yes, we are understanding some other language, which user understandable. Okay, see, computer understandable language. Next, user understandable. Yes, what is computer understandable language? What is user understandable? See, user understandable means, yes, user understandable like English language. Like English language. For example, here, suppose Java program. Java program. Suppose this is some Java program. See, this is like English language. It's a user understandable language. This is user understandable language. Computer cannot understand this language. It's a user understandable language. Yeah, this is our language. User understandable. Okay, one more example. So Python scripting. Python example. Yes, see, this also looking like English language. This also looking like English language. Okay, next one more example. Suppose C program. C program. See here C program. See, this also like English language, right? Okay. Yes, this also same like a C programming. So this is like English language, right? All is like a yes C programming, C program or Java program, Python scripting. All this looking like English language. English language. Okay, so these are user understandable language. User understandable language. So these are user understandable language. Yes, what is computer understandable language? Computer understandable language. What is computer understandable language? Anyone idea? Yes, with zeros and ones. See, computer understandable language depends on generation of computers. Depends on depends on depends on generation. Generation of generation of computers. Generation of computers. Yes, how many generation of computers? Anyone idea? Generation of computers. Yeah, present generation is binary language. Good. Abhinay, good. Present generation is zeros ones format. How many generation of computers? Anyone idea? I think yes, you may not be expecting this much of low level. Yes, there is that. Yes. How many generation of computers? Any idea? Generation of computers. How many generation of computers? Any idea? No idea? Okay. Let me explain. Yes, Pranav, you saying that 12 generations are. That is, I think maybe priors are like I3, I5, I7, I9, something like this. Okay. Totally 5 generations. Totally 5 generations. First generation. Totally 5 generations. First generation. First generation. First generation computer. Yes. Vacuum. Vacuum tubes. Vacuum tubes based computer. First generation. First generation is vacuum tubes. Second generation. Second generation. What is second generation? Any idea? Second generation. Second generation. Transistor based. Transistor based. Transistor based. Transistor based. Good, good. Sounds in a good. Transistor based. Third generation. Third generation. Third generation is third generation is IC based. IC based integrated circuits. IC based. IC based. These are all these electronic subjects. Okay. See, in our engineering also we have one subject. Yes, vacuum tubes, transistors, IC. Very interesting subject this is. Okay. Yes, third generation. Fourth generation. What is fourth generation? Fourth generation. Fourth generation is a fourth generation is fourth generation. Yes, what is fourth generation? Fourth generation is a processor based. It's a processor based. It's a processor based. Processor based. Now this is present generation. Present generation. Present generation. Next fifth generation. Fifth gen. Yes. What is fifth generation computer? Yes. Anyone can you guess it? Yes. Which is fifth generation? Next generation. Next coming. Yes. Couple of years. Maybe launching. Coming to the market. Yes. 2025. 2025 fifth generation. We are going to work on fifth generation in the year 2025. Next 2 years only. Yes, good, 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 good. We shall good. We shall solution a good. Yes. Kalyan, okay, good. AI based. AI based come. Next generation is AI based. AI based. No, present generation is processor based. Present generation processor based. Yes, processor based. See here, processor based understandable language. Processor based understandable language. Understandable language. What is processor based understandable language? Here, language. Processor based understandable language. Language. Yes, it's a binary code. It's a binary code. It's a binary code. Binary code. Yes, binary code. Zeros ones format. Zeros ones format like this. It's binary code. It's a binary code. See, A based. What is A based understandable language? Anyone idea? A based understandable language. A based understandable language is a high level language. High level language. High level language like English. It's English. English. No, we can't say exactly Python. A based. A based tools may be using Java. A based using Java, Python, R language. Okay, next machine learning. ML. Okay, there are different languages. A based Java. Java is there. A based is Java based. Java is there. Python is there. Next, mainly R language. Mainly R language. A based. A particularly R language. Mostly used language R. In R language. For A, mostly using R language. R language, Python, Java. Okay, R language, Python, Java, and ML, machine learning. Okay, yes. So processor, yes, now our topic is processor based understandable language here. It's a binary code. It's a binary code. It's system understandable language. Okay, this is called as low level language. It's low level language. Okay, see here, languages are basically two categories. Yes, in software, languages are basically two categories here. First one, yes, low level languages. First one, low level languages. Second one, high level language. Second one, yes, high level language. Low level and high level language. Okay, see, low level language. It's a system understandable language. Low level language. Yes, it is a yes, system understandable, yes, understandable language. It's a system understandable language. Okay, low level language. It's a system understandable language. Okay, system understandable language. Yes, it is in the form of binary code. It is in the form of binary code. Binary code. Like a zeros ones format. It is in the form of binary code. Like a zeros ones format here. Okay. Zeros ones format like this. Zeros ones format. Okay. System means processor. System means it's a processor. It's a processor understandable language. Okay. Yes, it is called as. See, it is called as. Yes, it is called as machine language. It is called as machine language. It is called as machine language. Okay. No. English means high level language is called as English. Okay. For A based here required some language like Java required, Python required, R language required for A. For A based programming we need English means here speech recognition. A based computer can recognize speech, means if you are speaking English it will understand. If you are speaking English it will understand. That computer understanding your speech automatically. Okay, so without yes, manual operation is not necessary here. Just you have to speak it. Suppose for example yes, if you want to attend this meeting here, go to training. Yes, opening browser, and link submitting and filling form and register, and all these not necessary. All these not necessary here. So what happens here? Automatically. So automatically it will recognize your voice here. You will connect to, yes, it's connect to this application automatically here. So voice based. Yes, exactly. Yes, this guy Alexa. Yes, Alexa. Same exact like Alexa. Okay, same exact like Alexa software. Exactly somewhat like it, but improved version here. Suppose when you're traveling in car here. Suppose if you want to open door, manually opening door is not necessary here. Manually opening door is not necessary. Okay. Yes. Just you have to tell some code. So once you tell some code, here automatically the door opens. Door opens. Okay. Suppose sunroof. You want to open sunroof here. Now currently car. Sunroof means you have to see. Yes, you have to press one button. That has to open. But not necessary. Okay. Yes, if you say some words, sunroof, that roof opens automatically, the car roof opens automatically here. That is AI. Yes, without manual operations. Yes, without any manual operations, everything happen automatically here. That is AI. Yes, future next 10 years, after 10 years, maybe maximum. Yes, AI based all. Okay. Yeah. So low level language, yes, it's a machine language. Low level language, it's a yes, it's called as machine language. Next, high level language, it's a user understandable language. High level language, high level language. Yes, high level language. Yes, it's a user understandable. It's a user. Yes, it's a user understandable. It's a user understandable. Understandable. It's a user understandable language. It's a user understandable language. Okay. Yes, it's a user understandable language. Okay. Yes. Yes, it is like a English language. It is like a English language. It is like English language. It is like English language. It is like English language. Okay. See, which is first high level language? Yes, anyone idea? Which is first high level language? Which is a first high level language? Which is a first high level language? Yes, C language. Yes, C language. C language. C language is a first high level language. C language is a first high level language. High level language. C language is a first high level language. High level language developed. Yes, developed. Developed by whom? C language is a first high level language developed by whom? Who has developed C language? Yes, Abhinay Good. Abhinay Good. Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie. Yes, in the year 1972. In the year 1972. Okay. C language is a first high level language developed by Dennis Ritchie in the year 1972. 1972. After C language, next OOPS introduced when C++. After C language, next C++ is next high level language. Next Python. After Python, next Fortran. Next after Fortran, Basic, Pascal, COBOL, different kind of language. Next Java. Next .NET, Scala. See official languages. Many languages are the official user languages are C. C is a first official language. Next official is C++. Next official Python. Next is Java. After Java, next .NET C Sharp. Next after Scala. Latest is Scala 2009. Yes, 2000 Scala. Scala. Latest language Scala. Scala. Yes, is a big data processing language. Using for the big data purpose. Using for the big data process. Using for the big data. Okay, so high level language and low level language. C is a first high level language. Yes, 1972. Before that, we have these low level languages. Yes, it's a binary codes. Binary codes. Okay, in the form of binary codes, system understandable language. Okay, so in software here, in software language basically two categories. Two categories: low level language, high level language. Low level languages and high level languages. Low level, it's a system understandable language. Low level, it's a system understandable language in the form of binary code. Binary code zeros and ones format here. System is processor. It's a processor understandable language. Processors like 80 Yes, 85 and 8086. Now we are using 8086. Where before 90s, 8085 is there. 90s onwards, 8086. Now we are using 86 processor here. It's a processor understandable language. Yes, it is called as machine language. It is called as machine language. Okay. So next, high level language, user understandable language. Yes, it is like English language. See, this is high level language. See, Python code, it's high level language. Python code is a high level language. Okay. C program code is a high level language. Okay. Python codes. Yes, suppose C program codes. Yes, a high level language. Okay. A Java code, high level language. Python, C, C++, all their high level language. High level language. User understandable. Okay. Fine. Okay. Now here high level language. See, computer cannot understand the C program. Okay, it's a high level language. Yes, processor cannot understand here. Yes, Java program also. Processor cannot understand. Processor cannot understand all the high level language. So this high level language has to convert into system understandable language. Yes, high level language to okay, binary codes. High level language to binary codes. High level language to binary code. We will convert here. Yes, which one will convert here? All the high level language like Java program, C program, or C++, Python, all the programs how to convert into binary code here. We will convert. Yes, which one will convert from high level language to binary code? Yes, anyone idea? Okay. Yeah, Abhinay is saying that compiler. Saujan is saying that compiler. Yes, next Kalyan saying that interpreter. Yes, good, correct. Okay, yes, any others? See, which one will convert from high level language to binary code? System understandable language. Binary code system understandable language. For this, either interpreter or compiler. Yes, interpreter. Yes, interpreter. Yes, interpreter or compiler. Interpreter or compiler. Interpreter or compiler. Interpreter or compiler converts. Interpreter or compiler converts from converts from high level language to binary codes. Okay, either interpreter or compiler. Yes, very important topic. Interpreter and compiler, very big topic. Okay, interpreter or compiler. Interpreter or compiler converts from high level language to binary codes. After converting into binary code, program executes, then finally generating outputs. Okay, yes. See, all this today topic, everything is a document here. Documents. See here, compilers and interpreters are used to convert from high level language to low level language. Difference between interpreter and compiler. Yes, we'll discuss which. What is interpreter? What is compiler? How they are working here. Practically, I'll explain. For interpreter, just I will take some Python code, a Linux shell scripting. For compiler, C program will take it. I'll explain what is interpreter, what is compiler. That difference we'll discuss. Wait, okay. Yes, what is Java? Java depends on what? Compiler or interpreter. The topic should be discussed here. Okay. Yes, just a minute. Just a minute. Yeah. Yes, 1 minute. Someone is asking for yes, this WhatsApp. For your batch WhatsApp group, read already. Yes, just a minute. Wait. I'll give that. Some guy is asking for a WhatsApp number. Yeah, this is my WhatsApp number. 8179 Yeah, this is my WhatsApp number. Yes, your group. Once let me open my phone WhatsApp. 1 second. Yeah, this is here's 5:30 p.m. Yeah, the communication is going on. This is yes in this yeah yesterday's yesterday's session also shared. Yesterday recording shared and document yesterday class document are shared. But today's also I'll share it. I'll share it now. Yeah, this is my number. Yes, filling the only for this week. Okay, you have to register. Okay. Yes, this is the name, WhatsApp number. Yes, name. Share your details. Name, WhatsApp course you learning here. Next, WhatsApp time you attending here. Okay, next. Yes, your Gmail ID request. Yes, tomorrow I'm giving access to drive. Yes, for our batch already drive. One, let me show your batch drive also. Your batch drive created. Here this is yes 5:30 p.m. Here this is. I'll be sharing like this. Tomorrow I'm giving access to your Gmail IDs. Okay, from that yes here like this. Suppose Amendra 11 at Gmail like this access. I'll give the access like this. Just I'm giving you access like this. Tomorrow I'll give the access like this. From that you can access this here. Today I'll share in the WhatsApp. Yes, I'll share in the WhatsApp. Yeah, this is my number. Please, still anyone pending is there? Share your details. Yes, I'll be waiting. Yeah, sure. Abhinay already shared. After added, you also shared that link. Okay, of course, I'll share once again. Yes, today day 3. Yeah, day 3 is not this. Day 3 document is there. Document is today topic document is there. Day 1, day 2 only required. Day 3 document main document. Main document I'll share to your Gmail ID. Main document I'll share to your Gmail ID. Main document recordings, main documents, recordings, and everything software, all of things share. I'll share to your Gmail ID. Take this number. I hope taken everyone. Yes. See that links. See first day link. Okay. I'm sharing again first the link. Link. Next. Second link also share. Yeah, tomorrow class link same. Tomorrow also class link same. Session 1, session that. Yes. The two recordings you can watch it. That links shared. Okay. For after tomorrow class, I'll give the access to drive level access. Okay. Notes are notes also. Okay. Just day 1, day 2. Day 1, day 2. Day 1, day 2 shared. Okay. Yeah, this is actual main documents. Yeah, this main document, it's a big document. In WhatsApp may not be sharing. This is not what in WhatsApp cannot get it here. This I'll share to your Google Drive. You can access from Google Drive. So whenever shared, I'll give the information. Okay. Yeah, this main document I'll share to the Google Drive. I'll inform you. I'll inform you. See, every communication in WhatsApp group. Yes, you guys, daily communication, whatever you want here, you can ask me here. I can respond. See, that communication already going on. Communication. Just to follow group messages. Okay. Without any confusion, just to follow. Any doubt is there? Okay, if any, yes, Sukho is not, yes. Kavya, I think you have not submitted your details. Share your details. Yes, you have not submitted. This is my WhatsApp number. At this number, share your details. I'll add to group. Yes. So this is my. Yeah, I'll add to group. Yeah, I'll add it. Yes, this the thing is you have to share these details to my WhatsApp number. Your details share to my WhatsApp number and I'll add to that group. Yes, this WhatsApp number only. Group. Okay. Yes. Okay, fine. Yes. So next topic is about interpreter and compiler. This topic tomorrow we'll discuss. About interpreter and compiler, we'll discuss next. Java depends on what? Is it interpreter or compiler based? So this topic tomorrow will continue. Yes, tomorrow we are entering into the actual Java classes. Okay, actually, what is Java? Java depends on interpreter, compiler, and all this about explaining about Java tomorrow. Tomorrow, independent of platform, all the features will finishing. That's all. Yes. Yes, that's all for today. Any doubts? So tomorrow starting, tomorrow taking about interpreter compiler. Difference between interpreter and compiler. After finishing, Java depends on what? Is it interpreter based or compiler based? Explaining about Java, how Java program is working. Yes, about Java program tomorrow. Okay, next Java features. This topic will continue tomorrow. Yeah, that's all. Tomorrow also same link, same time. Same link, same time. Yes, still any doubts? Yes, still any doubts? No, daily 1.5 hour class. Daily 1.5 hour class. 5:30 to 7. Okay, daily 1.5 hour class. Okay. Yes. Total 3 months. Okay, 3 months and 75 sessions. Yeah, that's all. So, shall we wind up for today? If no doubts, let us wind up session for today. Let us wind up. Yes. Thank you, guys. Yes, tomorrow same link, same time, 5:30. So, thank you, guys. Have a great night.